Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Anonymous Alpaca, and I'll be introducing you to these Cyclops animals. Remember that scene in the Percy Jackson movies when Percy the demigod's half-brother, a Cyclops, first appears? It's kind of like that. It's easy to put incidents like this in the back of your mind where the rest of mythology stories meant to be regarded with momentary fascination and as cool anecdotes at dinner parties. But what if we told you that Cyclops have crept their way out of mythological stories and exist right on this Earth? Before I will exactly tell you what's happening, please press the like button and help my videos get more attention. So let's backtrack, record scratch, and meet the real-life Cyclops. So imagine that Percy Jackson scene, except the Cyclops that suddenly pops up is a shark. The setting for how this anomaly was found takes us to Indonesia. Specifically, it takes us to the crystal waters off Maluku province on October 10th in 2020. As you may know, fishermen don't always predict what their webs are going to catch. This time, when they hauled their net and the bounty within, they were shocked into deathly silence at the mythological creature they'd accidentally found. It wasn't actually the one-eyed shark that they caught first. No, it was its mother. It was a deceased adult shark that had gotten accidentally caught in the fisherman's net. The standard procedure when catching such a shark has the fisherman cutting open the shark's stomach to look at its content. This is where things took a turn to the weird. Inside the mother's stomach was a total of 3 babies, but only one stood out. One of the fishermen immediately described it as strange, and not just because it only had one eye located right in the middle of its head, but because its color was strange too. He described it as resembling milk. The fisherman took the Cyclops shark to local officials where it was examined. As it turns out, that baby shark had not only one, but 2 practically 1 in a million conditions. The first was albinism. The fisherman said its skin was as light as milk, but what really happened was that a condition forced the shark to produce low amounts of melanin, which is what makes pigment in the body and gives its normal color. The second condition is the aptly named cyclopia, which is a deformity in embryos that results in them only forming one eye in the middle of their heads instead of 2. Believe it or not, this isn't the first time a Cyclops shark has been found. One incident had fisherman Enrique Lucio Leon stumbling upon a pregnant dusky shark near Cerralvo Island in the Gulf of California. As with the first Cyclops, when Leon examined the shark's stomach contents, he found 9 embryos, but only one really stood out. Or really, its one eye eerily stood out. The discovery was placed on Facebook, where the Interdisciplinary Center of Marine Sciences in La Paz, Mexico, and biologist Felipe Galvan Magana heard about it. With permission, the team took the shark back to their facility for research. They confirmed that the Mike from Monsters, Inc.-like shark was in fact a real-life Cyclops shark. It's not often that Cyclops sharks are found, but they also usually make their appearance as embryos. We've never not caught them in the wild, as in out of the womb, which is telling enough that as mythology-like as they look, they don't actually survive for that long on their own and out in the cutthroat ocean. Upon examining the Cyclops, the scientists emphasized how much of a humbling experience it was to realize you ain't seen it all yet. Is it really surprising, though, that it was a shark out of all the creatures to end up like this? We forget that sharks are one of the most ancient forms of life in the world. They've outlived mass extinctions, near-apocalyptic events, and more evolutionary changes than we can keep track of. It's true that a one-eyed shark is an anomaly, but just as those researchers said, every now and then, something that's 1 in a bajillion like an albino, one-eyed shark pops up to remind us of how little we actually know about the world. This video right here is so cool! I've specially selected it for you.